when love becomes a lesson. Hello and welcome to the Whispers of FA YouTube channel. Before we begin, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel, like this video, share it with someone who may need to hear these words, and stay with me until the end. Today I want to share a deeply emotional story about love, disappointment, and the difficult journey of learning to let go. There was a time when I believed love was one of the most peaceful gifts life could offer. I believe that when two people truly cared about each other, they would always find a way to understand one another. I believed that love meant having someone who would listen to your worries, celebrate your happiness, and remain beside you when life became difficult. I had always dreamed of finding a person with whom I could share more than beautiful moments. I wanted someone with whom I could share ordinary mornings, difficult evenings, small victories, quiet fears, and the dreams I had never spoken about. Then I met her. From the beginning, there was something different about her. She had a gentle way of speaking that made even simple conversations feel meaningful. Her smile could change the atmosphere around her, and whenever she looked at me, I felt as though I had finally found someone who understood the parts of me that I usually kept hidden. I did not fall in love because everything about her was perfect. I fell in love because being around her made me feel comfortable enough to be myself. Our conversations became part of my daily life. Um, we talked about our hopes, our families, our plans, and the places we wanted to see someday. Sometimes we talked for hours without noticing how quickly the night had passed. I began sharing my thoughts with her because I trusted her. I told her about my fears. I told her about the mistakes I regretted. I told her about the future I hope to build, and She told me that she cared about me. I believed those words because I wanted to believe them. For a while, everything felt peaceful. I thought I had finally discovered the kind of relationship I had spent so much time dreaming about. I would send her messages simply to make her smile. I remembered little things she told me. I tried to be present when she needed someone to talk to. I believe that small acts of kindness were more valuable than expensive gifts. I learned something important during that time. Love is not only about saying beautiful words. Love is also about attention, patience, honesty, respect, and consistency. But slowly, something changed. At first, the change was so small that I barely noticed it. The conversations became shorter. The replies became less personal. The excitement that once existed between us seemed to disappear. I would ask how her day had been, and the answer would be only a few words. I would try to continue the conversation, but it often felt as though I was speaking to someone who was already somewhere else. I told myself not to overthink it. Maybe she was tired. Maybe life was becoming difficult for her. Maybe she simply needed some space. I did not want to become the kind of person who demanded attention from someone who was struggling. So I waited patiently, but waiting does not always repair a relationship. Sometimes waiting only makes you understand the truth more clearly. I began noticing that she no longer asked about the things that mattered to me. The stories I once shared with excitement seemed to mean nothing to her. When I spoke about something important, her attention would disappear. Still, I defended her in my own mind. I kept telling myself that the person I loved was still there. Perhaps I was simply seeing a difficult season in her life. Perhaps tomorrow would be different, but tomorrow kept becoming another tomorrow. One evening, I sent her a simple message. I told her that I missed. She saw it. There was no reply. I looked at the screen several times, hoping that response would appear. I tried to convince myself that she was busy, but somewhere inside me, I already understood what the silence meant. That night taught me something painful. When someone matters to you, you may find 100 reasons to explain their silence, but sometimes the heart understands the truth before the mind is ready to accept it. Even then, I did not want to give up. I decided to create one more beautiful memory. There was a peaceful place in Dubai that reminded me of happier days. It was somewhere we had once visited together, a place where our conversations had seemed endless and our dreams had felt possible. I planned an evening there. I wanted nothing complicated. I wanted a quiet place, simple dinner, and honest conversation. More than anything, I wanted us to sit together and remember why we had chosen each other in the first place. I arrived early. I waited. The evening became darker. The world around me became quieter. I checked my phone again and again. No message, no call, no explanation. At first, I felt disappointed. Then I felt worried. Finally, I felt something much deeper. I realized that I had been preparing for an evening that she had never planned to attend. I went home with a heavy heart. On the way back, I kept asking myself questions. Where had we gone wrong? Had I expected too much? Had I given too much? Had I forgotten to protect my own heart while trying to protect our relationship? The truth was difficult. I had spent so much time trying to keep the relationship alive that I had stopped asking whether both of us were still trying. That realization changed everything. Love cannot survive when only one person is carrying it. One person can apologize. One person can communicate. one person can make sacrifices. One person can wait, but one person cannot create a healthy relationship alone. I still tried. I sent kind messages. I tried to understand her feelings. I asked whether something was wrong. Instead of giving me an honest explanation, she simply said that she did not know what I expected from her. Those words stayed with me for a long time because I did not want anything extraordinary. I did not need constant attention. I did not need perfect days. I only wanted to feel that my presence mattered. I wanted to know that when I reached out, someone would want to reach back. I wanted a relationship where both people could speak honestly instead of leaving one person guessing. That was when I finally understood that love should never require you to repeatedly prove that you deserve to be loved. There is a difference between fighting for a relationship and fighting for someone's attention. The first can be beautiful. The second can slowly destroy your confidence. For a long time, I believed letting go meant losing. I thought walking away meant that I had failed. But eventually, I discovered that sometimes walking away is not failure. Sometimes it is wisdom. Sometimes leaving a painful situation is the first act of kindness you can give yourself. I did not leave because I stopped caring. I left because I finally understood that caring about someone does not mean forgetting your own worth. That night, I did not send another message. I did not ask for another explanation. I did not try to convince her to stay. I simply accepted what her actions had already told me. Acceptance was painful, but it was also peaceful. The days that followed were not easy. There were mornings when I wanted to contact her. There were evenings when memories returned unexpectedly. There were places that reminded me of conversations we once had. Sometimes I missed the person she had been at the beginning. Sometimes I miss the future I had imagined more than I missed the relationship itself. That distinction taught me another valuable lesson. We do not always grieve only for a person. Um, Sometimes we grieve for the dreams we created around that person. We imagine a future, give it a face, give it a place in our heart, and then struggle when reality does not follow the story we created. Healing begins when we stop forcing reality to become the dream I started writing again. But this time, my words were different. I was no longer writing to impress someone. I was writing to understand myself. I wrote about patience. I wrote about forgiveness. I wrote about self-respect. I wrote about the quiet strength it takes to accept what cannot be changed. And slowly I began to feel lighter. I realized that love should bring peace more often than confusion. It should encourage growth rather than constant fear. It should allow two people to communicate honestly without making each other feel unwanted. The right relationship will not require you to spend every night wondering whether you are enough. The right person will not make you feel guilty for having feelings. The right person will not expect you to chase them just to receive basic kindness. And most importantly, healthy love is not built on one person's effort. It is built by two people who choose each other through actions, not only through words. I do not hate her. I do not regret knowing her. She was part of my life, and because of that, she became part of my story. Perhaps she was not meant to stay forever. Perhaps she came into my life to teach me something I could not have learned otherwise. She taught me that affection without consistency creates confusion. She taught me that silence can sometimes be an answer. She taught me that no matter how deeply you love someone, you must never abandon yourself completely. And she taught me that goodbye does not always mean the end of love. Sometimes goodbye means choosing peace over uncertainty. Today, I still believe in love. I still believe too. People can build something beautiful when they are honest, patient, loyal, and willing to communicate. But now understand that love should never make you question your value. If someone truly wants you in their life, you should not have to spend every